The Happy House team was really excited to learn one of our own was expecting her first baby. Kate, how far along are you?
7 months.
7 months. And spoiler alert, do you know what you're having?
It's a girl.
I love little girls and little boys, but I'm really excited for you.
Thank you.
So we have lots of moms on our team and of course then lots of advice, and we've all been holding back, or we've been trying to, Kate. Have we been doing a good job?
Yes, I've appreciated it.
However, you've now given me permission to share a few of my secrets with you.
Yes, pearls of wisdom.
Okay, all right. So we are going to talk about a few diaper bag essentials that I learned from being in the trenches for over 19 years. 19 years. So, and a lot of these things that I'm going to talk about, people wouldn't think of, but they're easy and very inexpensive, and you'll be happy you have them along.
Good.
We all think of the wipes and the diapers and all of those things, but all right, so the first thing that I learned, my grandma actually taught me this, is to keep a washcloth in my diaper bag, and sometimes I would wet it before I left my home and keep it in a bag, but a lot of times I would just keep it dry because you can maybe wet it wherever you are, and I always stuck it in a baggie to keep it clean. And this is great because a lot of times we don't want to use like a baby wipe on our child's hands and faces. It just feels a lot better, and this does a better job often of cleaning things up.
Yeah.
So this is like for faces and hands when you're feeding or if something happens. All right, stick it in. The other thing I learned early on was to keep baggies, preferably bags with a zipper top to keep things in, because you never know when there's going to be an incident that needs to then be contained in a bag.
Perfect.
Are you excited about that?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the highlight.
Incidents.
Incidents.
They happen.
Great.
Okay, so simple, they're small. You can just actually even package bags within bags, but keep a nice supply. And there are a lot of times for like diapers, when you need to seal up a diaper, there are those packs of like bags that are specific to that, but I find like sometimes they're scented, and I don't know why, because you're throwing them away, but sometimes they're scented or they're hard to then get out of the pack, and these are just in your grocery aisle, so it's like, and you probably have them at your house anyways.
It's easy.
Another thing that I learned is to buy disposable containers, but they last a really long time, to keep things in my diaper bag. So there are containers specific to holding pacifiers, but they're kind of expensive, honestly, and you might lose them. So these little containers, I think I bought this 8-pack for under $2.
They're so
and
cute.
They're a perfect size for holding like this little passy or little snacks or whatever, but they keep things clean and dry. And again, if you lose it, no big shakes.
This is adorable.
Okay. One other thing, we all have our water bottles that we drink out of all the time, but keeping a sealed bottle of water, or just making sure you have water with you in case you, one, want to wet your washcloth, or two, need to fill a bottle if you're formula feeding, you know you have this in reserve, or even by the time, I know it's a long ways away, but you have a toddler, to just splash some water over their hands so they're able to clean their own hands up. So I found this to be very handy as well.
Perfect.
It adds a little bit of weight, but it's worth it. And then another thing people wouldn't think of is this emery board. And babies' nails can get very jagged, and then they can scratch themselves, or even your nail might get jagged. So having something just to take care of that is a really nice thing to have, so you aren't caught in, you're out for the whole day and they have that jagged nail, and then you might have to peel it. So this is nice for filing it down.
Perfect. Emergency emery board.
And now I'm gonna tell you my last tip, and I'm actually sorry to have to talk to you about this, but one thing I learned early on is to pack an extra top for myself, because chances are if there's an incident that needs this Ziploc bag, you're going to be impacted by it. So I always kept just an extra basic t-shirt, and I did keep it in a bag for myself so nothing else in the bag got on it. And I want to tell you that this saved my life more than once.
Do I really need the bag for it to go in?
I would keep it in a bag because there's a lot of things that go down in the diaper bag. I mean, we won't talk about that.
And then I guess the shirt that is being replaced
can go into the bag.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
I think you should be ready to roll with these tips.
Perfect. Just got to cook it a little longer.
Okay. Yeah, cook it. All right. Thanks for letting me give you some advice, Kate.
Oh, thanks.